Diversity in Canadian cities is a reality. And if diversity is a reality, then governance has to also shift and adapt. Because the people who live in the city think differently, can contribute differently, they need different kinds of services, they have different perspectives. So Diversity on Board does exactly that. It brings Canadian cities together with the diverse communities that live in them. We discovered many years ago that whilst Canadian cities were increasingly diverse, their leadership is not. Diversity on Board is a simple, practical, nimble instrument to close that gap.
The cities that we're looking at are the urban centres of Canada. For example, London, Hamilton, Ottawa, Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal, and of course the Greater Toronto area, where these immigrants settle. And what Stats Canada is telling us is that the proportion of immigrants and visible minorities in these urban centres is growing dramatically. In each of the cities, we found excellent partners. In Ottawa, Volunteer Ottawa, for example, who work with volunteers, who work with organizations, who can work with the federal government in terms of the number of public appointments that are available in that city.
I find that boards in Ottawa are always looking for board members, professional board members. Why not diversify those boards, bring visible minorities onto boards? These visible minorities will actually bring a new perspective. They'll be able to support their communities, so these boards will then be reflective of the people who are in that community that they serve.
Pillar Nonprofit Network has been doing this work since about 2004. We started off with some research that really showed that London is a diverse community that is not represented on boards, and we're not the only city. And so to be part of something broader that's bringing other cities together to move this forward really makes sense, to share the platforms, to share the tools, to share the learning.
HCCI is very excited to be able to work with London and Hamilton to try to capture this movement that's going on across other organizations and other cities, and really allows us to leverage off of each other and see how we can best impact or benefit the communities that we serve.
The experiment in Toronto has been very encouraging. We've made 700 appointments of diverse people to diverse boards, ranging from big institutions like the Liquor Control Board of Ontario to small not-for-profit organizations such as Turtle House. And our premise is, if it works in Toronto, it can work in Calgary, it can work in Vancouver, it can work in Montreal. We're really excited about now being at Ryerson University, a young university, a vibrant university. It has leading academics in this field. It has a student body that is as multicultural as our city. We're excited about our updated technology because when we're dealing with so many people in so many more places, we need to have modern technology that enables us to achieve success. But most importantly, we will have an online governance training platform that brings governance training to anybody in this country, in their homes, at their desks, on their couches, and delivers it to them in consumable pieces in a way that helps them gain those competencies and then join boards as they are interested.
The training is going to be phenomenal. Having opportunities to learn at your own pace, to have all the information you need to be a good board member is a good start. But more importantly, having the diversity lens. When you're looking at diversity, having that running through your strategic plan, your mission, your human resources, right through the organization is critical. And so having that perspective as a board member, if you're setting that strategic direction, is really fundamental.
It's also inspiring to other visible minorities to see people like them in positions of power and influence. And it makes that person feel, well, I can do this too. And then for society at large, we've got more social cohesion, we've got better civic engagement. People want to contribute to their society, to their community.
Diversity is a core value here at TD, and what that means for us is making sure that every customer and every employee feels valued for who they are, regardless of their gender, their race, their sexual orientation, or their disability. And TD has also been a long-time supporter of initiatives within our community to help promote diversity, and this program aligns with those values. I think organizations are key stakeholder and a member of the communities that we live and work in. And so I think it's incumbent upon us to help those communities to grow and prosper. And initiatives like this one, where we really tap into the strength of the members of our community and help them to grow, means that our communities will also grow.
So get involved, sign up, sign on, make a difference.